Alright, what's up, guys? It's me, Brendan, here, tired, very, very tired. Between traveling and then getting a vasectomy yesterday, I'm ready for like a coma, I guess you could say. I'm ready for like 2 or 3 comas at this point. I just need like a gram of rest. But that's not gonna happen, so whatever. I guess it was a good effort. um, I just kind of wanted to walk through my before, during, and after of getting a vasectomy, and some of the things I felt and that I feel about the whole thing, and then I also kind of want to go over, why I did it versus, just shitting on my doctor because he didn't want to do it. So I went in for my consultation yesterday. Lady said it's $950 up front. I was like, okay, swipe my card, $950. I went into a room. Doctor met me in there. His first question was, how many kids do you have? 0. Dead ass, that was his look. Just glares. Okay. Why do you want to get a vasectomy? Well, I don't want any kids right now. I don't really plan on having kids in the future, and if I do, I know it's reversible, and like even if it's not, like I can adopt. So it's not like it's the end all be all to kids in my life. Besides, I'm a great father figure to plenty of kids. They're not directly mine. You know what I mean? Like, I try to be a good human to all of the little shits that run around in the world. So he goes, there's 10,000 24-year-olds in the Atlanta area, and you're the only one that's coming here to get a vasectomy today. And I was like, okay. And in my head, I was like, they're not me. This is kind of like a flex on my end because it sounds like they're fucking up. I don't know. Thanks, Doc, for the info, I guess. And he goes, I'm not comfortable with giving this. I don't want to do this, but I know if I tell you no, all you're going to do is walk out the door and find a doctor that will. And I was like, that is correct. Yes. That is correct, shoddy. Damn, who told you? And I was like, that's right. And he goes, it'll be God's will if these things somehow go back together after I sever them apart. And I was like, okay. I don't believe in your God. Okay. Sure, whatever. He goes, just know that I'm highly against this. I'm going to write on the paper that I advised you not to do it, and you were adamant about getting it. And I was like, okay. Overall, this interaction has not only made me feel like I'm making the wrong decision because you're putting your personal input in it, I feel very uncomfortable. And I feel like I'm guilty of something even though I'm not. Doctors, any doctors that see this, don't do that. Don't make them feel guilty for doing the things that are going to inherently make them happy or a better person or something. It's kind of like nobody's shitting on you for becoming a doctor. Can you not shit on somebody else for not procreating? So I feel like it's kind of like a fair game type of deal. You signed up to be a doctor, you do the surgery. I signed up to not have kids, I get the surgery. See how that works? I don't know. I'm just not vibing with the whole guilt thing. I don't like feeling guilty for the things that I've done. I was always made to feel guilty through my whole life. So it kind of was like a trigger in that moment. And the rest of the doctor visit was very quiet for me. I hardly talked. I didn't talk to the doctor. I just laid on the table. They numbed me, which was highly uncomfortable. They put 3 or 4 shots of numbing into my balls. And then they tested it 3 minutes later. And they go, let us know if you feel any pain, and then squeezed on my left nut. oh, that hurt so bad. It was not enough numbing. It hurt. It was wouldn't 10 out of 10 would not recommend that shit. That that hurt so much. But otherwise it wasn't bad. I couldn't feel anything. I could hear my skin being burned open, and I could smell the burning skin from where my head was, but I didn't feel anything. You could feel a pressure of them moving around in there, all funky and whatnot, but overall you don't feel it. you feel things happening. It doesn't hurt. It's just mildly uncomfortable. Nobody likes to have their balls out randomly for someone to fondle in a non-sexual way. So like, it was just a eensy weensy bit uncomfy. Today they're kind of sore. I don't like how these feel right now. They've been extra sore for like the last hour or so. Well, on top of feeling guilty yesterday, I feel kind of low today, and I think it's because I was made to feel guilty about my decision. And it just does not sit well with me. So, but otherwise, today's been a good day. Just been super tired. Been pretty swollen. They're a little not happy right now, but I've taken Motrin today. I'm gonna take another Motrin here in a bit, so that way I can just like ease into my bedtime. Cause this old man's tired, and it's like, it's not even 7. Like, I'm ready for bed right now, and I'm tired. But everybody keeps asking me why I did it. Kind of to set an example is a reason, because this should be a more common thing, especially if somebody knows they don't want kids and they're still shooting bullets with their clip. Like, why? Just get the cut. You're going to potentially get a kid. That's kind of like a catch-22 there. So just get the cut. Costs a lot less than a kid that you didn't want. You know what I mean? Like child support, that shit racks up. It's not cheap. It's not fun to pay back. I'm sorry, but kids are expensive. Whether or not, they're a lot. Even if you adopt a kid, it's a lot. Like, I don't necessarily, I guess my other reason is like, I don't necessarily need kids. Like, I don't want them, but I don't need them. Does that make sense? Like, I can always adopt. And I've kind of decided, like, I'm kind of okay with not being able to produce my own children, because honestly, adopting would not be the worst thing. And I feel like I don't know. I've always wanted to, like, be able to change lives of kids and whatnot. And, like, I might as well kind of keep on that track. You know what I mean? I'd love to do like missionaries that aren't religious. Just like go and like help communities that are kind of in the ruins and like help kids out there. I would not mind adopting a child along the way with that, because that would be dope. I would give somebody, I don't know, maybe family if they don't have any family, or hope or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've been giving that a lot of thought lately, and I would love to do like a volunteer trip like that and do that. It would just be kind of cool. But another reason is I'm selfish, and like I'm trying to spend this next 10 years not taking care of a child, and I like to have a little too much fun promiscuously to be out here just popping off like all that. You know what I mean? I don't like to, like the protection is just not what I am with this thing. I'm like, I'll do the protected sex. We do the safe sex. However, if all parties don't have to do it, sorry, too much information for y'all, but I had to say it. So selfish with my dreams, selfish with my sexual endeavors. Another reason is like population control. Bro, we got way too much going on out here. Poverty line's not going to change if we just keep producing too many babies for what resources we have. Like, we're already coming down to a point on the planet where it's like we're not going to be able to keep up with the shit that we take in, and it's like really getting out of hand. We're at like 1.5 times Earth's resources a year being used versus the 1 year it takes to grow it back. Like, the planet's tired, bro. Give the planet a break, for the love of God. Just like, we could go a decade without another baby and it would be totally okay. Just like, I don't know. That's where my head's at. I have a very Thanos mindset, but whatever. It's fair. We're running out of resources. It's fair. And I guess the last reason is like sex work. That's become a really like relevant thing in my life, and it's a very weird transition, I guess. And like, I guess if somebody in my company sees this, I'm kind of fucked, but whatever. But it's become like a huge thing, and I have an opportunity right now to work with another one as like a personal assistant slash like, I guess, also doing that, but like not together. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'd be a personal assistant, but I'd be able to do what I wanted, and like I'd be helping them out too. And it'd be it'd be amazing. It's an amazing opportunity for me to travel more. It's an amazing opportunity to help somebody in the process. It's an amazing opportunity to meet new people, to get out of the office I'm currently in, which is overall kind of the goal, because I'm tired. I'm tired of that 9 to 5. That 9 to 5, it's for the birds, you know? So that's definitely something I'm working on. But yeah, I mean, that kind of like the vasectomy makes sense. Any of those reasons is a good enough reason to do it. You don't need a bunch. I just happen to have a bunch, and I think that they're all valid, even if you just use one. I think it's valid if you don't have any and you just don't think that you should procreate, because honestly, that's just self-awareness. Some people shouldn't, you know what I mean? Some people should not procreate. They should consider something else. I mean, just my opinion, you know, so. But that is what it is. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. But I tried to answer as many as I could in a short period of time to where there was nothing kind of left unsaid about it. So, you know, just let me know what you think. I'll update you guys on stuff more as I think of more stuff and like what you guys want to hear. I kind of like to take inquiries from other social media and then kind of like go off of that. That's the easiest way to do YouTube for me. As you can tell, even though I'm not standing up bouncing around like I do in my TikToks, I'm talking with my head in my hands. So it's pretty, it's pretty me. Still can't sit still. It's problematic as fuck. But hope everybody's having a good night. I'm going to move on to the next video because I've got 2 more to make. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave some feedback. I would love to hear it. Thank you.